Thanks, Rick. A little busy this afternoon across the area with those showers and storms that developed. And as I said earlier, with it being so humid outside, these storms are very efficient rain producers. And we certainly saw an example of that here this afternoon with some of the storms. Let me take it back here about 12 hours so you can kind of see exactly which areas saw the most rain. Of course, there's your scale at the top of the screen there. So anywhere from 1, 2, 3, up to 4 inches of rainfall across parts of the area, particularly in far northern Baltimore County, north of the Parkton area. That's where we saw a little bullseye there. Close to 5 inches. These are radar estimates across parts of southeast Baltimore County. South Baltimore City, you can see the little stripe of purple there and maroon. That's 1 to 3 inches there. And across parts of Hartford County as well. We saw that down there just to the south and west of Abingdon. And there was a storm that just kind of sat right on the Pennsylvania-Maryland state line just north of Cecil County that dumped quite a bit of rainfall there. Some of that did happen to spill down to areas just north of Elkton. So some pretty decent storms across the area, producing decent rainfall totals as well. Temperatures right now into the 70s. It's going to be a muggy night. So humid outside, temperature's not going to drop that much. So expect low to mid 70s when you wake up tomorrow morning. A little patchy fog and a fair amount of sunshine through the first part of the day. But then we're going to be dealing with another round of storms as the front drops into our area. And that front is going to serve as a triggering mechanism for our next round of storms. So here's a look at Futurecast as we take things through tonight into tomorrow morning. Starting things off quiet, and then we're going to see these storms kind of flaring up tomorrow afternoon. Again, the timing looks very similar, starting about 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe a little bit later than that, and lasting through about 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. Once the sun goes down, the storm should dissipate as they lose their fuel, and it looks like Friday is going to be shaping up to be a much drier day. As that front pushes through, it's going to send some slightly drier air back into our region, so heading into the weekend, not looking too bad. Here's your Maryland forecast for tomorrow. We're looking at scattered storm chances from the mountains to the beaches, expecting highs tomorrow once again to reach the mid to upper 80s, with the exception of the mountains and the beaches where it will be a little bit cooler. Here's your timeline throughout the day. Again, those storm chances ramping up after about 2 or 3 o'clock and continuing into the evening hours. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Aaron right now. The storm has finally gotten to an environment where it can intensify, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's been dealing with dry air and cooler water. Now it's starting to look a little bit more like a hurricane right now here at the Leeward Islands and getting over towards Puerto Rico right there. And this thing has a good chance of getting very close to the northern Leeward Islands here, getting just to the north of Puerto Rico. But again, the track is still going to take it offshore, although we have noticed a little bit of a westward shift. So it may try to get pretty close to the North Carolina Outer Banks, but right now we do not anticipate any direct impacts to the U.S. And you see our forecast models show that north turn and then a turn towards the north and east. What this will do, though, is send swells out towards the Maryland, Delaware beaches. So we're going to have big problems with rip currents beginning this weekend and especially next week as it makes that turn and goes out into the open Atlantic. So again, if you have any beach plans this weekend or next week, you definitely want to pay attention to the beach flags down at the beaches. So here's your first alert 7-day forecast. Storm chances tomorrow around 90, 89 coming up on Friday, 88 Saturday. Hottest days though Sunday and Monday, with more storm chances Monday into Tuesday. Alex.
Derek, thank you.